and today I am reviewing Sharon Playhouse's production of Rock of Ages, written by Chris D'Arienzo, with arrangements and orchestrations of a bevy of 1980s rock songs by Ethan Popp, directed by Hunter Foster, choreographed by Shannon Lewis, and running through July 7th at Sharon Playhouse at 49 Amenia Road, Route 343 in Sharon, Connecticut. If you want to help this show rock, come and visit my Patreon page where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support this show as well as my classic cinema podcast, Yesterday's Matinee. Thank you to all my current patrons, especially my Neo and Hamilton tier patrons, and welcome to the new ones. A link will be in the description. Hunter Foster and his wife Jen Cody seem to have found themselves a happy home here in Connecticut, as Jen has been performing here regularly, at least since she appeared in Connecticut Repertory Theater's production of Mamma Mia in 2019, and Hunter has now directed his second show in less than a year here with the production of Rock of Ages. That's, frankly, far better than I ever imagined this musical could ever be. Foster has taken a show that inherently has more cheese than the state of Wisconsin and has stripped it down to its essential heart and soul story of boy meets girl, while allowing the absurd comic elements of the show to be dialed up to 11 and creating a balance. It seems almost contradictory, but it all works. Well, most of it anyway, but we'll get to that. Rock of Ages follows small-town girl living in a lonely world, Sherrie, played by Giuliana Augello, and city boy, born and raised in South Detroit, Drew, played by Jordan Bollwerk. The two meet on the Sunset Strip during the height of the decadent era of the 1980s sleazy, dirty LA rock scene. Drew works at the Bourbon Room, a stand-in for places like the Whiskey A Go-Go, the Rainbow, the Roxy. Drew helps Sherrie get a job as a waitress at the bar as owner Dennis Dupree, played by Kilty Reidy, and his assistant Lonny, played by Jordan Friend, attempt to ward off developer Hertz Kleinman, played by Dick Terhune, and his son Franz, played by Colby Jenkins, from tearing down the strip to build a new shopping district. In an effort to save the strip, Dupree convinces Stacee Jaxx, played by Danny Drews, the frontman of hard rock band Arsenal, who is leaving the band for a solo career, to do one more gig with the band to help save the strip. All of this is explained pretty early in the story, and everything ties together as Drew's inability to pull the trigger on dating Sherrie opens the door for Stacee to step in with her, all while Drew is also trying to kick off his own rock career by opening for Arsenal. It's a lot of story elements that threaten to bog down a show that needs to move fast and furious with its veritable jukebox full of 80s rock tracks from David Lee Roth's Just Like Paradise to Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. Why Foster's production works and why I enjoy it so much more than I anticipated was that the show doesn't play to be sleazy. Yes, its setting is sleazy, but it's only a prominent color of the pastiche of the period, not the whole canvas. Drew and Sherrie's story deservedly gets the central focus, and Bollwerk and Augello maintain a sweet sincerity throughout the show that you continue to root for them to find love with each other. As good as the duo are, the glue that keeps the show together is the charismatic and awesome performance by Jordan Friend as Lonny, who serves as the show's narrator. His voracious personality enraptures the audience with the devilish decadent glee that Ronnie James Dio would have envied, breaking the fourth wall, improvising with the audience. Kilty Reidy plays Dennis Dupree with a strong nod towards Michael McKean's David St. Hubbins from This Is Spinal Tap, and is a fantastic second to Friend. LaDonna Burns, who just won a Connecticut Critics Circle Award this week for Best Featured Actress in a Musical for her performance as Oda Mae in Music Theater Connecticut's production of Ghost, gives a sensitive, somewhat jaded performance as strip club manager Justice Charlier. The one real misstep is Danny Drews' performance as Stacee Jaxx, which comes off more George Michael than David Lee Roth. Now, being that the show is so absurdly over the top with many of its performances, which it's supposed to be, I can accept that this may be intentional, since Stacee Jaxx is supposed to be the greatest excess of them all. Does it work for me? No, but I can see how people may enjoy the campiness of a little bit of wham thrown in there for some alternative seasoning. Whatever Drews may falter on in his acting, he makes up vocally. He, along with the rest of the cast, are amazing. I grew up with these songs, and many of them are screaming high falsetto vocals, and Drews and Bollwerk carry most of the heavy lifting on the male vocal end, soaring through the vocal stratosphere with remarkable precision. Well done to the entire ensemble and Eric Thomas Johnson, the music director, for making the show sound incredible. I love the design, from the trashy-looking bar designed by TJ Greenway to the menagerie of classic 80s costumes by Kathleen Deangelis. Graham Stone's sound design was spot on with its balance, as well as the superb 5-piece band is never overwhelming the cast or the audience. So yeah, Sharon Playhouse's production of Rock of Ages is my surprise show of the summer. Take a day trip up to northwestern Connecticut and have a rockin' time. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see Rock of Ages, I'll leave a link in the description. Also in the description will be a link to my Patreon page. Be sure to check that out if you want to support this channel. You can also support me by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and click the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be Goodspeed Musicals' production of South Pacific. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.